This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Greetings and salutation, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Star Wars: Knights of the Republic. In the last episode, we got a reward back for saving the Jawas from Aziz, and learned much to do about swoop racing. Looks like we're not completely done with this place yet. Gotta win the swoop race just so we can talk to Nico and tell him he got a better deal. Yeah, we have to win the races to tell him he's got a better deal. That makes a lot of sense. Alright, so in this episode, I may do a bit of cutting if I end up not making the times for a lot of the characters. That way you don't see me like fail multiple times. I guess we'll just see what happens. I've never been great at these. And I know to win like the final race, you have to hit like every single speed boost. Otherwise, you like have to do it over again, stuff like that. So let's see. Making sure I've got it saved at this spot. Alright, that won't mess up with my recording, because that's where I stopped last time anyway, so... Alright, let's talk to Motto and do the next race. Ah, it's you again. So this is about racing or business. One or the other, I've got no time for anything. Talk about swoop racing. Well, race, I'll give you the swoop fans a good show. Alright, let's do the second tier this time. Certainly, we just need to clear up the positioning fee. All racers pay the credits. We already did that last time, so let's pay it. Fine. You'll have your bike brought to the position. Let's see what level race you should be given. Well, you may have passed the first tier, so let's go to the second. Ukaril is the current leader. The time to beat is 23:29. Attention, a second tier race is about to begin. Show support for this up-and-comer. You know, I forgot to talk to that one dude after I beat his race. I can probably talk to him after that, and... I don't know if he'll have unique dialogue. He'll probably say something like, "Oh, you beat me. Well, you're good. You know, I wish I could be better." Stuff like that. But I'll remember to talk to him afterwards. He might have new dialogue for being the second tier, but who knows? But like I said, depending on what happens here, I may or may not just I may cut it if I don't win the race. So I need 23 or something like that. So I kind of need to make sure I hit like all the ramps, or at least most of them if I can. I think I beat it. Man, I'm barely beating it if that's the case, because I think he said it was like 23. So that'll make me that if the first tier, I have to make sure to like do a lot better, because that won't beat the first tier at all. I think the first tier you have to beat like 22.98 or something like that. So I'll need to definitely hit all the marks for the next one if I want to make it. So that might be the one I cut, or I mean I'll show my win or something like that. But... You passed the second tier and earned 30 racing bonds. I began to think it was a mistake to sign you up. I suppose you'll be next up against my local pro attraction, the tier 3 next. You already ruined Ukaril. Alright, well, I'll be back later. Alright, don't make me regret giving you access to it. Alright, he did that for me. Alright, so let's talk to the, Garm. I hear you moving up. I'll be that good someday. Oh, well. Alright, I'll let you leave. Alright, he probably had something about saying the same thing, so Ukaril was the next dude. Oh, it's you. You buried my best time on the track. What, are you trying to take my money out of my pocket? Alright, well, I'll leave, thanks. Good riddance. Let's see what, wonder if, nope, not the track coordinator. No, I don't need to do that. No thanks. Alright, anyway, talk to, let's see what, no, I was like, don't want to talk to, stop, game! It kept switching between two different characters.
I don't really feel like talking right now.
Okay. Fine.
Alright, see you around.
You're not impressed that I'm going up the ranks? Alright, whatever. You certainly have shown your skill on the track. I imagine you'll be taking aim at my times next. I'll leave. Alright, let's see what her... Actually, might as well check and see what her times are before we see what we need to beat. Here the track records are. So it's already me. We beat Garm, Yuka, now we need to see what hers is. Okay, 22:51. So that means, man, alright. It's even faster than we need to. So I need to hit, basically need to hit every single boost pad for this one for me to actually win it. Alright, well, let's see if I can hit him. I was doing decently in that run, better than the first one, despite me actually still winning it to the contrary, but... Alright, let's see what happens. Like I said, if I end up not winning, I'll just... Basically what will happen is if I end up not beating her time of 22:52, I'll just cut to a successful run. So, well, we'll just see what happens. Alright, yeah, let's talk. Oh, no, I don't want to talk about business. Yeah. Alright, set me up with a race. Alright, pay the 100 credits. 22:51, yeah. Oh, I should have read that. It's like, oh, you gotta beat her. She's gotta... Okay, sorry. Model that represents the cream of the swoop race, a tier 3 match. Let this almost champion know what you expect. Sorry, I didn't mean to skip that one. Whoops. Hope you paused it or whatever. Alright, let's do this. Let's do the race. So this will be take 1 of this race. I guess we'll see what happens. Like I said, I'll just mention takes and see how long it takes me to get the best score. Oh, sorry, I probably should be talking during this, but I'm not, oh, this isn't gonna be a very good run, is it? I'm already missed this too many times already. Means I'm probably not going to hit it. Yeah, I missed it. It's because I screwed up the intro. Okay, we're back after... I've decided, you know, after all this, I've decided to skip doing the swoop break race to get the 3rd tier, because I realized I'm having a lot of trouble getting the last tier ready to go. I keep missing it by like a quarter of a second. It's ridiculous, and for some reason I just can't like get those last couple of shavings off. So I'm probably gonna do some training off screen for that, and I might like before I finish the 4th planet, I might come back and like try to finish that quest. Besides, I at some point I have to go to Tatooine and give Griff the item, the monkey meat or whatever it is. So I'll probably do that when I've done that. That'll probably be the next time. So that way, it'll be a better chance to come in, and I'll do a little bit more off-screen recording. So. Like I did the racing for quite a bit, and I still couldn't get that last quarter. So I was like, you know what, I don't want to spend all day trying to record these. I don't have a whole lot of free time right now, so I'll just do it whenever I get a big couple of days off in a row or something like that. So anyway, with that Tatooine out of the way, let's talk to our gang and see if they can mention a new information or anything like that, or learn more backgrounds about them.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
I want to talk to you about your brother mission.
I'm worried about Griff and his latest plan. I got a bad feeling about it. He doesn't know anything about brewing Teresian ale. And now he's got himself mixed up with the exchange. Sometimes Griff can be so stupid. Part of me just wants to let him get what's coming to him.
Well, he is your brother. You can't turn your back on your own brother. Use that mission, let the exchange take care of that slime ball. You can't turn your back on your own brother.
Why not? He turned his back on me. He abandoned me on Terrace, so maybe I should just leave him high and dry now. Maybe a couple broken kneecaps will do him some good. Maybe that's just the kind of jolt he needs to turn his life around. Only, what if they do something worse? They might kill him. I don't want him to die. He doesn't deserve that. But I just can't keep supporting his crazy schemes. Someone has to teach him a lesson.
Well, you have to stick by your family mission, even if they're slime sometimes. No one can teach him this lesson mission. He has to learn it himself. Whatever happens, he brought on himself. What do you care? He left you to die on Terrace. Alright, we're gonna be the nice option. You have to stick by your family mission.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm not gonna change him. Griff is gonna keep on being Griff. Maybe if we get these tat glands for him, things will work out. Or maybe he'll finally see the light and turn over a new leaf. I know it's not likely, but it's all I have to hope for.
Well, if anything, mission will have given him the chance to change, and that's all we can do.
Hey there.
Let me ask her about Tatooine. Or, actually, security
No
spike would be
problem.
nice.
Just so happens I've got one. Anything
Okay,
else?
we don't need to. I don't need to listen to her about that. You know anything about Tatooine?
I always heard Tatooine was nothing but a rock covered by a bunch of worthless sand. I can't even figure out why Zerka Corp set up their mining operations here. Sorry I can't be more help, you know? Is there...
Okay, we can skip it. Thanks, mission.
Okay.
See you later. Time to get a little bit more a little bit of war story time from Canderous. Hey, buddy, how's it going? Oh, by the way, I've equipped Canderous with the Mandalorian armor. I thought it was apropos to do such a thing. Let me go ahead and save it real quick, just in case if I get any major audio mix-ups while he's talking to me. That way I can reload it if I have too much issue.
Yeah, what do you want?
Just wondering if you had any more war story. Actually, let's ask him about this world first.
Tatooine is one big desert with rocks sticking out. I heard that some of my people came here after the war, but I don't know what happened to them. The world of my clan, Ordo, was much like this. Dust basins and rock crags. But my world at least has some green around the equator. This place is just sand all over. There are some vicious people on this world, but the desert is the real enemy. Trips out in the desert, especially the deep desert, should be taken very carefully. You have anything else you want to ask?
Well, thanks for the advice. Do you have any more? Actually, adrenal stimulant?
Hey, don't worry. I think you've got enough there as it is. You don't want to overload. A real warrior.
I must have
Is
too
there
many in
anything
my
else you need?
inventory. More war stories, please.
You want another war story, huh? You want to hear about some other world getting wasted, eh? I knew you were the type. Your stagnant republic has never seen some of the strange creatures and races we fought on the Outer Rim in those years. And you never will now.
Oh boy. What do you mean?
If a world isn't strong enough to defend itself, it's basically forfeit. But this story is about something a little different. We were going through the asteroid fields of the Crispin system at the very edge of the galaxy, playing with the pirates and smugglers we found there. The main belt in the Crispin system consists of mainly small rocks covered in frozen methane gas shells, and the pirates were using them for cover. Ha! I remember using a thermal generator to cause the outer layer of one of the asteroids to vaporize in a picosecond. It blew out and shredded the 3 smugglers using it for cover. But that was a mistake.
You Mandalorians were never too smart. Why? What happened?
The asteroid I had targeted was smaller than most, maybe a dozen meters on a side. On the outside, it looked the same as any other, just a ball covered in frozen gas. But something must have been inside it, something inactive in the cold. The heat of my blast might have triggered something or woken something up. After I'd hit it, spots of light and heat appeared all over the thin shell, still covering it, evaporating the gases. What lay underneath looked like some sort of rocky growth. A deformed rock, pitted by scores of micrometeorite scars. I think something even older might have been inside that.
An asteroid?
Maybe, but maybe not. It started rotating faster and faster as we watched it. After a second, it started spraying fire, thermal projectiles that melted our armor like wax. We were caught completely by surprise. Before we could counterattack, it fled at an incredible speed.
A ship?
We couldn't catch it, but we could follow its hyperspace wake. We followed its trail as far as we could, heading away from the galactic core. When it finally led beyond the edge of our galaxy, we abandoned our efforts. Anything that wants to commit suicide in that great void is not worth our trouble trying to catch. That's the only story I have for now. I'll tell you some more stuff later if we get the chance. Is there something else you want to know?
Thanks for the information, dude.
Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
Now, little interesting side note about that story that he tells. You think it's just like some encounter with some alien life, whatever. That's actually a little nod to the extended universe, as told in the books about what happened after the 6th movie occurred. He was mentioning the Yuzhong Vong. Yeah, the Yuzhong Vong War that happens in the after Episode 6 or whatever. So that's actually a reference to that. And that's a nice little Easter egg for those who aren't familiar with that. But that was kind of neat. You would only know about that if you actually like read the stories and all that other stuff. But yeah, that's kind of neat. It almost seems pointless in this game, but yeah, nice little reference. All right, HK, time to fix up your chassis once again.
Statement: HK-47 is ready to serve, Master.
Let's try restoring more of your memory.
Affirmative. If you believe your skills are up to the task, Master, then I can certainly guide you through the process. Request: I only ask that you be oh so very careful, Master. I am too valuable and well-crafted to perish at the hands of ineptitude.
Let's get started. Basically, it just says the same thing every time we try to get start.
Statement: as you wish, Master. The first stage is the simple one, and that is accessing my central control cluster. This may take a while. First, you will need to open 3 panels. And now rewire the last 3 relays. Yes, good. Well done, Master. I believe your operation was a success. Accessing new memory. Access complete. I have recovered information on my owner previous to the commercial officer, Master. Intriguing.
What's so intriguing?
Statement: it appears that my previous owner was a human senator on the planet Coruscant. A man of importance who obviously appreciated quality craftsmanship.
Did the senator know about your assassination functions? Seems you've been around, HK. And how did he get a hold of you?
Answer: I am unsure, Master. Any knowledge of my owner prior to him is still deleted. The senator did assume I was a protocol droid, however. I do remember that I was very pleased to be the property of a senator. One of his assistants discovered my assassination functions later through questioning. The assistant was quite alarmed and told the senator I should be scrapped quickly to avoid a scandal. Naturally, the senator had me eliminate the fool.
Sounds like my kind of guy. I hope this man is dead, right? So, we're not talking about a nice senator, I see.
Observation: senators are not nice, Master. They are either on top of the game or yesterday's news. My master told me that frequently, you see. I was most proud to have partaken in the political system of the galaxy. During the time my owner possessed me, he gained significant rank. Given time, I believe he could have become Chancellor. I even eliminated a few key opponents that he did not ask for. Freebies, if you will.
Freebies, huh? Who knew that an assassination droid would just do it all by himself? And nobody figured out what he was up to, so he just killed all his opponents? You can do that?
Answer: certainly. Why not? I am an intelligent droid, you know. I see an opportunity, and I take it. And my master was most pleased with my work. Observation: I think he would have done far better had he not allowed his use of me to become personal. He set me on his wife.
Oh boy, that sounds like a tale. And why would he do that?
Answer: I am unsure. The human was most agitated and angry. I believe his wife had done something that had displeased him greatly. I was to go to their summer estate and terminate his wife, along with whatever male companion I discovered there.
Oh, he thought his wife was cheating on him, huh? So you just kill anyone you're told, and did you? So his wife was cheating on him.
Statement: I have no idea, Master. Cheating seems to be a relevant term only when one is caught in the act. Otherwise, it is viewed as intelligence. No? I journeyed to the southern continent, but it appeared my master was not far behind me. Apparently, he regretted his activation of the protocol. When I found the wife and her companion, I proceeded to launch my attack, but my master interposed his own body and was destroyed. It was rather a strange meatbag thing to do, do you not agree? Naturally, I shut myself down, my master being terminated.
So, Seems to be a lot of... there seems to be a growing trend with his masters. So... Well, it appears he got a conscience at the end.
Observation. I find that unlikely. Perhaps he was more concerned that the death of his wife would be more likely traced back to him.
So what happened to you then?
Statement. I believe the senator's wife was unsure what I was or what to do with me. It was she who sold me to the corporate officer, an acquaintance.
Huh. So that's 2 out of 2 masters killed.
Observation. Only so far, Master. There are still more memories not recovered, remember?
What happened to you then?
Statement.
Oh, okay, we asked her about that. Have you recovered any other memories?
Answer. As previously, I have found a few more programs which will enhance my performance. A most gratifying discovery, in fact. There is still nothing from previous memories uncovered. You will have to operate again if you desire to find them. With luck, I will discover the stimulus to unlock my core, and all this will be unnecessary. I do thank you for the attempt, however, Master.
Alright, because of that, his defense rating has gone up by 2. So that's pretty nice. HK is getting better. I mean, obviously he's not the greatest combat character, but you can give him small bumps. I think the best character I have right now is actually Karth, if I remember. Like, if you look at his stats and everything like that, and what he can do. That's why he's one of the better characters in the game. Alright, I think we need to talk to Julie next. For some reason I was just checking around to see if there was anything else. But let's see if Julie has any news stories to tell us.
Got something on your mind, do you?
Let's see. Let's ask him about healing kit first.
How many could you possibly...
Okay. Apparently if you have too many, you can't ask it of him.
Got something...
What about Tatooine?
Well, unless you're one of the local species and end up being slaughtered or enslaved, Tatooine's a nice enough desert. And that's about all I got to say about that. Now, let's get going.
We're not actually anywhere, but okay. You never did actually say why you decided to come with me.
No, I never did I?
You know, I don't have to take you with me. Answer the question, old man. I don't know. It seems too passive-aggressive when you say, I don't have to take you with me. Are you always going to be this elusive?
Elusive? Me elusive? Obviously, you've never tried to grab a Twi'lek dancing girl after drinking too much Onderan Willick juice. At any rate, I already told you why I wanted to leave. I'd seen everything I wanted to on Kashyyyk. Time to go. Time to move on.
Move? I don't believe you. You look plenty happy there to me. You look plenty happy there to me.
You live in an overgrown stump with a tax beating down your door, and you tell me how happy you would be. I was pleased just to have visitors. How many kilometer-high trees can you find an interest in before you figure you've had enough? I'd bet you can't be bothered to stay in one room for more than 15 minutes. And then there's all the critters in the Shadowlands. I'm just happy to be back in space, doing something new. Is that too much to ask?
I guess not. Damn right it is. No, I guess not.
There. Now, was that so hard? An old man has to be allowed some petty eccentricities. Nice to see you agree for once. I'll admit, for all its flaws, Kashyyyk was home enough. But when you came along and I saw the destiny you had before you, I couldn't help but be intrigued.
You know what my destiny is?
Of course not. Weren't you listening last time? I can see that you have a destiny before you, but the details are far from clear. In fact, everything about you that I can see is odd. Slightly off, as if my eyes are trying to trick me. Something is very dark about you. But, I'm sure you don't need to hear my ruminations. You've probably got enough nosy Jedi offering you one opinion after another to make you sick.
That's why you gotta love Julie. He doesn't bug you with, like, morals and stuff like that too much. You're coming along not to offer your opinions? No, tell me more of what you see.
Your future will come of its own accord, trust me. Sometimes navel-gazing at it doesn't get you anywhere. I wouldn't worry about it too much if I were you. You remind me a bit of Nomi. And that can be all bad.
Nomi? Who's Nomi?
Nomi, Sunrider. She came late to the Force, just as you have, and became one of the greatest Jedi ever. Oh, fine, fine lass. Whether you'll follow the same path remains to be seen. For one thing, we'll never get anywhere if you stand around chatting up old men all day.
Aren't you even going to tell me about Nomi, Sunrider? Alright then. I don't bring you along for your amusement, you know. So, you're along as some kind of observer?
Nonsense. If I ever refused to help you when you asked, how confused can one person be anyway? One thing I will say is that this little escapade does remind me a bit of my adventuring days before the war. Those were exciting times. Or at least it would remind me of those times if we didn't stand around. What's keeping you? You're too young to be so talkative. Shoo! Shoo!
Ah, Jolie, the old man of the group. Alright, anyway, let's see. Do I have time to talk to anyone else? I got a few more minutes. Alright, let's, whoops, sorry, the camera a little weird there for a second. Alright, T3, give me another, computer spike. Thank you. What? Dang it, you stupid droid. Alright, fine. I don't think Zalbar has anything new, if I remember correctly. How about Tatooine?
I don't know much about the planet we visit, but I suppose I should learn. When you ask someone else, I'll listen.
How about a grenade? Can you give me a grenade? God, this is what happens when you don't use all your stuff. People stop giving you stuff for free. Alright, fine. See you later, Zalbar. Hey, Johnny, let's talk to you. We haven't talked to you in a while. Tell us a bit more about your people or culture or something like that. Anything, yada yada yada. I think this is the first introduction of the KotOR to the Star Wars universe too, if I remember correctly. Hey, Johnny.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
Aren't I technically a Jedi now by all intents and purposes? Yeah. I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
What are you thinking about?
I have been thinking much about our journey, and I am grateful and honored that you have accepted me with you. I am not used to such unbiased acceptance from one who is nearly a stranger to me. We KotOR do not make friends easily, or for long. Even on Dantooine I remained alone. Not ostracized exactly, but separate.
Why would people have an issue with KotOR? You're kind of cool. You're basically cat people for the most part. Let's see. Then you should be at home when I turn my back. Then you should be at home when I turn my back on you. No, anyway, it must have been difficult for you.
Yes, it was. I find it difficult to speak of those things. I do not want to live that way ever again. And here, it seems different. It is warming. I feel almost welcome. Needed. You seem to be very decisive when it is required of you. It is reassuring to know that I can count on someone like you.
It's only because I haven't found out how to ditch you yet. Wow. We're all in this together. Gonna try counting on one of the others, you know. It's nice that you hold me in such high regard.
To be accepted so readily, I find it difficult to explain. It is so different from what I'm used to. Just thank you for accepting me.
Oh, no problem, Johanny. Alright, well, we'll learn a bit about more next time. Maybe ask her about her past next time around. Let's see, I think Karth's story is pretty much good for a while.
I know we've not spoken often during our time together, despite my best efforts. And to this point I have respected your privacy, but there is something we must discuss.
Well, the fact that I didn't even click on you to talk means it's a big deal. I don't want to talk. Can't you take a hint? Fine, what is it?
You must prepare yourself for when we face Malak. The confrontation will be difficult for you. I remember how hard it was when I first faced Revan.
Is it true? Oh, great. I never get tired of hearing how you killed Darth Revan. No. Is it true you killed Darth Revan?
It's true that due to my battle meditation, I was with the Jedi strike team that boarded Revan's ship. We did not kill Revan, however.
Wait, what? I thought you did. But killing Revan is what you're famous for.
Our mission was to capture Revan if possible. It was Malak who turned on his own master, firing upon Revan's ship while we were still on board it. It was his desire to kill us and his master both. Thankfully, we narrowly escaped the vessel as it exploded.
Oh, lucky for... So Malak did your job for you.
As I said, we were there to capture Revan alive. The Jedi do not believe in killing their prisoners. No one deserves execution, no matter what their crimes. Remember that Revan and Malak were once great Jedi, heroes in every sense of the word. They demonstrate the danger of the dark side to us all. I'm sorry, we really shouldn't speak of this anymore. The memory of my confrontation with Revan is painful. Let's return to the mission, please.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll talk to you here in a second, just because I want to learn more about you. But I think we've explored a bit much in the game. Finished off most of Tatooine. I'll come back and finish off the swoop races whenever I go to Kashyyyk off screen and get the tack land, and then we'll try to finish it there. We talked to a bit of our companions, learned an interesting little bit of lore, as well as some funny anecdotes about HK-47. In the next episode of Knights of the Old Republic, we'll talk to the rest of our companions and head on to Manon and see about getting the 3rd star map. So join me, will you? Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode. And may the Force be with you.